Hello! With this video, I'm going to demonstrate the consumable items. So to start off with, I'll demonstrate with some of the food items. So for example, we've got apples, blueberries, mushrooms. Now you can see right off the bat that when I hover over them, you see a property called remaining uses. So that this represents how many, with these food items, like how many bites you can take before the item disappears. So for example, the apple has 5 bites, and the blueberries and mushrooms each have, one big bite until you consume the next one on the stack. So for example, I'll eat an apple. So again, one item has 5 uses. So if I were to bite into one, so the one I was wielding now has 4 uses, and the remaining stack gets put off to the side, which each of the items have 5 uses. If I were to consume the blueberries, since each item only has 1 use, the stack just goes down by 1 immediately as that single item's gone. So mushrooms as well. So now again, the apple has this one has 4 uses left. I'll take another bite, and of course I'll take another. Oh, there it goes. And you can see the hunger kind of restoring there. I'll take another bite, and I think I'm down to 1, and I'll take one last bite, and there you go. You can see it's disappeared. All right. So remaining uses. So consumable items have that property now, and so now the next type of consumable items are medical first aid items. So we've got regular bandages, first aid bandages, which simply heal a little bit more. Each of these have 3 uses. We've got pain pills, which restore more than the medical bandages, but it will increase your thirst, so you want to make sure you drink down some water with that. We've got first aid kits, which restore a lot more than the pain pills, and they don't drain your thirst either, so this is pretty good. And then we've got the health shot, which heals you immediately. There's not like a gradual kind of health restore. So for example, I'll just use one of the bandages first. So again, it's 3 uses for each item. I'll use one. There you go. You can see the health on the bottom left going up a little bit. I'll use it one more time. There it goes. And so now we're down to just 1 use left. I'll just use it one more. There we go, and that's gone. There's the remaining stack there. I'll go ahead and use the health shot. You can see how that just immediately heals you. There we go. And of course, the stack went down immediately from there. We have the first aid bandages, and you can see down on the bottom left, the health increases for a little bit longer duration. And then I'll go ahead and use the pain pills. There we go. Now you can see the thirst is draining because you want to drink some water with it. All right. Now I'm also going to cheat a little bit and just bring down my health so that I could demonstrate the first aid kit. So now, first aid kit. And now you can see the health restoring. It does not impact the thirst. And that's how that works. So again, all these items are single use except for the bandages, which each have 3 uses each. And just for kicks, I'll just finish off this first aid bandage. So there we go. You can see my health just restoring there, being all happy. All right, now the next set of consumable items now I'll be demonstrating are the ones that are containers. And at this point of development, I just have liquids where you can fill it up with liquids. I do plan on updating it so that it can also contain food items, raw food items where you can cook contents in them. But for now, we've just got the liquids because we have the ocean that we can fill it up with. So first off, I will demonstrate the wooden containers. We've got the cups and we've got the bowls. So the cups, I'll fill 1 up. You can see how the remaining 9 is put off to the side, and you can have 2 sips of the murky water before the cup empties. Now murky water is not that great. It'll negatively impact your health, which in this game is kind of reflected by your immunity. So if I were to take a drink, you can see my thirst is improving, but my immunity is going down. And I'll take another drink, and now the cup is empty. And at this point, I can merge it together, and we'll do the same thing with the bowl. The bowl provides 3 sips before the bowl is empty. So I'll take another chug of that. And we'll just leave the other 2 uses there. I'm going to fill up a jar. You can see how this is put away. We'll fill that up. I'm going to put the empty ones down. Fill up the pot. Now, one thing with with open containers, notice how these are all open containers except for this one. This is a jar with a cover over it. Open containers of liquids can't be placed into your actual inventory because then it'll just spill all over your bag or your backpack, right? So the way I interpret it is that everything in your hotbar is what you can actively kind of hold on to, and in a loose sense, you can't, since you're holding on to it, it won't spill. But like containers of liquids that have a cover or lid over it, you can place it in your inventory, and that's the advantage of covering your containers. So if you find a lid or able to craft a lid or put a lid over your container, you can then put it into your main inventory. Otherwise, you're limited to keeping it in your hotbar. All right. So the iron pot provides 6 uses. I'll just go ahead and take a drink of that. You can see it's down to 5. What I'm going to demonstrate now is actually boiling the water. So what I'm going to do is place a campfire, and we'll demonstrate that. Okay, campfire is on. Let's go ahead and cook the bowl of murky water. That's got 2 uses. And there's the progress. And now it's boiled water. Take it out. You can see it's 2 uses. I'll take a drink. Oh, there you go. Take a drink. And you can see the immunity is not drained through that, and you can see the thirst stat is improving. Now I've got 1 more use left. I'll go ahead and take another drink. All right. So now you can see another property of containers is that it's got a condition property, and it's down to 89%. What happens is that every time when you thoroughly cook liquids or any contents within a container, it'll degrade the condition. So again, the condition is at 89%. We'll go ahead and cook it, and you can see once it's fully cooked and transforms to boil the water, that's the point where the condition is reduced. So from 89%, and now it's down to 79%. I'll go ahead and let it cook one more time. So when it converts to its next stage, where in this case will be empty, where it pretty much burns out the liquid, it reduces the condition once again. So I'll just demonstrate what it looks like when we bring the condition all the way down. So we're at 70. Okay, down to 60. And down to 49. I'll grab it, fill it up again, toss it over the flames, take a bite of an apple. Alright, so we're down to 39%. Now we're down to 31%. Let's fill it up again. Oh, I accidentally drank it. Let's fill it up. Take another bite. Alright, 21%. We'll go ahead and cook off the water here again. And we're down to 10%. So it looks like we can cook something in here one more time. or it might not even make it through. We'll see if it even survives through turning into boiled water here. It may not. And if it doesn't, you'll see what happens here. Oh, it looks like it did. We're down to 0.9% use condition. And there we go. So what happens is that it just breaks down into scrap wood. And so if we were to leave that into the campfire and just continue kind of quote unquote cooking that, it'll just turn into ash, either ash or charcoal. I'll have to refer to my notes, but it'll cook to something. Of course, you can throw it in as fuel as well. And there, now that's burning as fuel. All right. So that is pretty much how that works. Let's just do a quick demonstration. I'll go ahead and take a bite of this apple. So we've got 2 uses. I'll just take one more bite. Oop. There we go. So now we've 1 use. Toss it in there, and we'll just watch it burn to ash. There we go. See it slowly cooking. Alright. And of course, you know, being wooden items, you can toss this into the flames as well as fuel. And now we've got our dried apple turning into ash. And once any item turns into ash on the campfire, it just drops where you can pick it up. And there's the ash. Alright. So that's pretty much how consumable items work. So the main difference or additions as far as features is that it's got the remaining uses property, and it has and the items as far as the containers also have a condition property where it degrades each time you fully cook something within it. So yeah, I'll just be I'll be adding a few other things to my survival story game here soon after this video, and I hope you found what I'm showing interesting so far at this point of the game. And as always, appreciate the comments, and any questions, let me know. All right, have a good day. Bye.